Welcome to qualifying for this weekend's French Grand Prix. The teams are making their last-minute adjustments before the lights go green and the fight for pole position gets underway.
Hello my correct game, today you're joined by the big guy. I am playing some F1 2018. I'm driving as Romain Grosjean, a French driver in a Haas, which is an American car at the French Grand Prix. Interesting circuit, this one. I quite like it, even if it is a bit too testy still. You can kind of feel it wasn't a circuit designed for racing, it was more designed for testing. But it's still a decent track. Open DRS. P11 currently. Still P11 coming out the chicane down Mistral Straight. You would be going so much speed into this final corner if that chicane wasn't there. So you still hit it nearly 200, and this corner's a bit of a like my touch of brakes and just absolutely hammer the gearbox all the way through. But I found the best way of doing it. Oh, a bit too much through there. I've lost P11. I tried to take a little bit too much speed and it just understeered out. I tried it and the car went, "You must be kidding me." Oh, box. Forgot how bad that final corner was, how tight it was. Even though I've got the thing up, I thought I could take it a bit more speed than I could, so P13, it's not bad, taking that. There's a couple of mistakes in that lap. This is the first lap I've driven in this game for about 3 weeks as well.
Almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in
That's
pole
close.
position, and it's Lewis Hamilton
Between them
alongside.
two then.
Looking down the rest
Oh,
of the
Bottas
grid, we
beats
have
Raikkonen.
Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Perez,
Good drive by Perez.
Sainz, and Esteban Ocon, Magnussen, Alonso, Romain Grosjean, and Leclerc, Gasly, Van Dorn, Marcus Ericsson, and Brendan Hartley. Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin.
Sirotkin was first place for the first straight, and then the moment there was a braking zone, that Williams just dropped to the back, and it just didn't get any better from there.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Okay, not overfueling that much. Put an extra lap in so I can run a little bit of a higher engine mix. Basically run a little bit more fuel. Okay, formation lap first. Let's... Not a great launch, was it?
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up
I
to temperature.
was meant to be behind Alonso, but never mind, that can be sorted out as we go round. So I've got to try and get a little bit of warmth through the car. Everything should be firmly in the green by the time I get to the end of this lap. See the circles, they're the tyre temps. The circles with a like filled in middle are the bulk tyre temperatures, and the ones with a hollow middle are the surface temperatures. Go on, Alonso. Alonso, I'm giving you the place back. Fine. Okay, might as well also turn the ERS deployment down, which you see this. It's 160 extra horsepower coming from a electric motor in the engine. It's regen under braking mostly. It's also regen a little bit from the turbocharger spin. So as you come off throttle, it'll regen. It's off throttle and braking, and then used under acceleration based on this mode I'm using down here. Higher modes give you more. You'll deploy it more often. Give the basic extra power. Although overtake, which is mode 4, is better than mode 5 at high speed, and mode 5 is better than overtake at low speed. So it's a bit of a balancing act. Okay, reforming grid. This is 70 mile an hour, and look how slow it looks. If this was like, it feels really fast on the motorway, but like, it feels really slow in the Formula 1 car. Okay, here we go. Grid's reforming behind me.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Everyone's in. Okay, get the revs right, get some ERS ready. Not a bad start there. Got Alonso off the line. Now down to turn 1, this where it all gets a little bit violent. So I backed out of that nice and early, then put it down the outside of Alonso, he's coming back down my inside. He's got me back. Okay, we're going to fight him. Yes, we are. Ooh, bugger. Leclerc back out the way. Didn't mean to punt him there. Very scruffy first lap. Okay, let's deploy everything this Ferrari power unit's got in the back of this car. That's Alonso dealt with. Ferrari much better than that Renault unit in the back of that McLaren. We're slow through them, my teammate, come on. And I'm very slow on exit. A quick bit of wheel spin. Okay, this is a good opportunity to regen some ERS power. To, in other words, deploy less than we use to charge the battery. Alonso's dropped back behind Gasly as well, so now it's a Magnussen in front is Danish, then a French. Grosjean is French, and so is Gasly, so it's a Danish, French. I'm going to try and overtake Magnussen and make that a French-Danish sandwich. Sebastian Vettel in front doing 34s. Okay, Raikkonen's just done a little bit faster. In fact, there's a button I press that he magically jumps out of the way. I don't think so. The good news is in front. A little bit wide there. Yep. K-Mag or Magnussen is going to be on. I'm going to get DRS on him, although he'll have DRS on Ocon, so it's from the back rear wing opens to give us a little bit more straight line speed. Okay, things turned up. Let's go. Rear wing open. See it? There we are. 200. Not getting him into here, so we're going to turn it down.
Check your MFD for a new strategy.
Lock the rears into there. That was properly sideways through there. It felt properly sideways anyway. Let's have a look. Throughout this entire corner, it was skating because I'd taken too much on entry. It doesn't look too dramatic from outside the car, but it really feels like it from inside. When you notice, Magnussen's already in a French sandwich, because Ocon's also a French driver. ERS deploying an overtake. DRS open. Magnussen comes across to cover me off a bit late there, but it was fine. Okay, down this straight, see if we can do better into this braking zone this time. Very much a sandwich. We've got a Force India, 2 Renaults, a Force India and 2 Haases coming up. Okay. Let's get out of that early. We need to get a good launch out of here. Turn everything up and see what we can do. We might get him into this one if we're ballsy enough with it. It's not an overtaking spot. And I need to get all the engine turned down, but currently I haven't got enough fingers for that, so I'm going to have to run a little bit more ERS through here than I want. It's going to really compromise my ERS saving. Go back down now. A little bit for the main straight. Okay. Magnussen's not letting me go. Oh, Jesus! No damage. Just a lot of time lost. So here he goes. Here comes Magnussen. He's probably got the ERS turned up here, because he's breezed past me on the straight. I've had mine a little bit turned down, and then through here. What even happens there? Because I'm sure we do come together somewhere. Watch this in slow motion in the background of this shot. Oh, it's front left to rear right, isn't it? And that just sort of sends me spearing off. This is my view. So at this point, I think I've got back under him, and then he's coming back across because obviously he wants to get on. He wants to get back to the racing line, so. Just a racing incident. Maybe I should have taken a little bit less speed into that corner, but I didn't want to give him the place for free. So I tried to hold it. Pit stop information.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in
This
this
when are we actually pitting, Jeff? That's what I care about. Done it again. This time I decided I just have to cut the track, so I didn't think I was going to get that back turned in that distance.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Okay, let's get this boxed in. ERS fully off. Lean fuel mix, save as much fuel and ERS energy as possible coming back into the pits. There is no point burning excess off. Unfortunately, Magnus has not gone in. We're in. That's a horrible pit lane entry, honestly. Oh, it's busy in here. There's an alarm going off. Who set off a fire alarm? So everybody's out for pit stops. Here we go. Clutch in, revs on. I'm being held up. That's dropped me. Actually, I was already behind Perez, so I've not actually really lost anything here. Magnussen's just pitted. Let's see if while he's in the pits, if we can do a blistering sector and overtake him, shall we?
Kevin is in the pits.
I'm basically hoping for him to be held up though, because we got held up quite badly in the pits. That was very poor through there as well. ERS, go, go, go. Magnussen's coming out. He's out ahead of Perez. Ocon even. So Magnussen's jumped Ocon in the pit stops because he was behind when he went into the pits. But hopefully if they can fight, I should be able to gain on them. This is a really fun corner, this one. I really like this one. It's high speed, but it's also quite easy. It's high speed, but also very, very wide, a bit like 130R, where you can hit it at very high speeds, but you don't feel like you're being pulled off the track. You feel like this car will easily do it. Driver in front. Driver in front.
Ocon ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.
Okay, we might be able to gain on them here because we're having a decent lap so far, but I'm very worried about my ERS because look at the battery now. Let's go a little more aggressive on the charging. Which is why I'm only running in high battery deployment rather than overtake, because overtake uses more battery. I'm going down to lean none now. I'm going to run this entire back sector with no ERS, so basically throw away 160 horsepower boost, but it means we'll get that all the way down the main straight if we want it. Because if we don't do this, we're going to have none of it down the main straight, which is where it really matters. As you see when I overtook Magnussen, and he came straight back at me by deploying more ERS than I did. So I knew how much I'd been burning off fighting him, so I wanted to save some. It did not work. Okay, DRS is open. ERS full deploy.
We're trailing our teammate by 1.5 seconds.
Okay, now. Need to stick to him now through this sector. We don't need to overtake him. We'll do that down the main straight. Really being aggressive on those curbs now. There we go. It's potentially the golden opportunity we've been waiting for. Floor it.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay. There we go. We're getting slipstream DRS, but he's also getting that off Magnussen, so it's not as much an advantage I was hoping for. Going around his outside if we can. So now swap to the inside. I'm being forced onto the curb. He's got me through there, but I might be able to get him back down into this final corner. Pull out, turn down the ERS a little bit because we're going to need to save some for defence. Keep it in, keep it in. Okay, off. Understeered into him there, but still hit. Nope, not happening that time. Saving a little bit though for the main straight rather than doing it down here. If we get that, we're getting points playing position. Sit with him, sit with him. We're not getting him this time. Okay, we'll use our ERS, but we're going to save a little bit of fuel. Okay, now it all becomes about exit out of here. That felt pretty good to me. I had to back out of that because I wasn't going to make the corner. Okay, Ocon, has he still got DRS? Because if Magnussen can break away from him, that's going to really help me. Because it means that I will have DRS and he won't, so it's going to give me a straight line speed advantage. It's all about exit now. A little bit of wheel spin there, but I'm going to try it. Down here, leaving everything turned all the way up. Cranked everything in this car, basically, that I could do to get past him. Got him. What I've got now is I need to save fuel, I need to save energy, in case he comes back at me, so... Basically, we use so much to try and make that move stick. No.
Gap to the car behind is 1.9 seconds.
I mean, I just held him out wide there. He tried it, but I wasn't going to let him have it. Got a little bit of fuel saved now, a little bit of ERS, so we can probably defend this now. I'm not going to go for chasing Magnussen. Right behind Kevin now. No guts, no glory, but I really need to keep a lot of this ERS to defend with. Although he does seem to have dropped about a second to me in this lap. I assumed he just made a mistake, but he may just have a problem now. Because this does seem very, very slow indeed. Someone's had an engine failure behind me. And Kevin Magnussen's not got much pace either. So I'll have that position as well, thank you very much. Verstappen's way down the order in front. Ocon's just had an engine failure, so I didn't even really need to overtake him. I've got a feeling K-Mag's going to be dropping quite a few places here as well. I don't quite know what's wrong with his Haas, but I hope it doesn't affect me. This is the point in the normal Formula 1 motor, we'd have the engineer coming over the radio and going basically, don't do this, change early. Short shift, whatever. Brake early for this corner. Watch your brake temperatures.
Car behind has front wing damage. We'll have a harder time keeping up with you. Keep pushing.
Okay, so Kevin Magnussen has damaged his front wing.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Okay, but we've got the ERS and fuel for one fast lap. Kevin Magnussen's just pitted for a front wing.
Kevin is in for his stop.
See what we can do lap time wise. 2 tenths up. At this point the tyres are going to be falling to bits. You're right, this is near the end of your stint length. So tyre grip's going to be at a very, very high premium. I said there's only at all, even more of a premium is fuel currently. So let's back out this hot lap attempt, shall we? To save enough fuel. We're currently the meat in a Renault sandwich. So I'll have a Haas in Renault bread, please. Oh dear. Ooh. Told you this tyre grip was a premium. And I've not had DRS turned up really, so...
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it
Just
home.
drop the controller. Oh, I think it's just shaking the batteries loose yet. So, we got points, which is what I wanted, but I should have only got 10th. It was because, what's his face? Because K-Mag damaged his front wing on somebody. Gasly, where did he come? 13th. It's not great for a French driver at a French race, is it? I knew Ocon had an engine failure.
Out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
It's not Kimi, he's not drinking it. You're not meant to spray it, Kimi. You're supposed to drink the champagne, that's what you normally do. That was actually quite an exciting race for me.
The driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
It's got to be Romain Grosjean.
Oh, I'm driver of the day. That's Romain Grosjean.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
So it was a really exciting race for me, because I was all over the back of Ocon for so long, couldn't get past, then got past, then had an engine failure, then got lucky on my teammate to be honest, who had a front wing damage. But my best lap was slightly faster. My best lap was faster than everybody up to Sergio Perez. So the only people 5th and above did fastest laps than me. So that was pretty nice. So thank you very much for watching. That was F1 2018. I really love the game, but I haven't done it on this channel much. I don't know how many people actually like it. It's not going to be the most edited thing. You can make these look really, really nice if you want to spend like 4 hours on a half-an-hour race, but that's just like, no, it's probably going to take even more than that because you want to get replays from everything. But thank you very much for watching. That's goodbye from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.